Welcome to my channel, Sabbath Kiwi. This is me on my farm, starting from broke. I had -$1 when I started. Got the old Lizard 1105, which I think is a copy of the old Oliver tractors, and she goes good. It's 105 horsepower at the moment. As you can tell, it needs some repairs and some fuel. But yeah, started with basically nothing and the bare minimum tools, which I'll show you now. We've got an old, as you can see, an old spreader in there. We've got an old plough, a cultivator in there. We've got the 2-row planter, so that's good. And like I said, the lime fertilizer spreader. And we do have some bags of seeds and fertilizer that we grabbed just to start things off. But yeah, that's our little shed there. When I started that down here on the field where you can see my fields, that was nothing. There was no field there. I had to plough all that. That took me quite some time. I did it in 2 stages. With this one I did first, and I put barley down, and she should be a good yield off that because I've actually put lime and fertilizer down, taking care of it. So it's going to be a good yield of barley when that comes through. I only put barley down because it was that time of year to, I'm running seasons, so I had to put something down just to make some money. In the second field down here, I'm thinking I'm going to put some soybeans when the time comes around next year. In the meantime, I may put some grass, but I don't have a mower. So I've got to generate some income. Now, the only ways I can make income, chopping trees, obviously. I can do jobs for people, which I have done, which may help me afford the shed. But the only rule with doing contracts is I have to have the machinery to do the contracts. I can't borrow the machinery. So yeah, we did a cultivating job that took a hell of a long time. That took a couple of days to do. That was a massive field, but that paid for the shed and for a couple of extra items we got there. I actually own all of this land up here too. It's not the best looking land. It's quite hilly and bumpy, and there's quite a few trees, so I've been chopping trees down there. And there's this thing which was on the map to start with. Not sure. I suck at landscaping, so I'm not going to attempt to flatten that while I've got very little money. We'll have to wait. But yeah, so that's my farm. I actually own all of that land up to about this tree here. So yeah, I own all of that. But like I say, I'm not sure what to do with it. That can be a later on down the track kind of thing. But it's land, which is all I'm concerned about. It's extra land where we can build on, or put some productions maybe, or I don't know, put some cattle in there possibly later on, who knows. But for now, I'm just focusing on these 2 fields down here. I'm pretty new to all this, and I'm going to take some inspiration, well, I have taken inspiration from the likes of Daggerwin and Scroft. I've been watching their series hard out the last few months, and I'm hooked. And I've been playing this for the last couple of months myself. So I'm going to take some inspiration from them and do like a little survival role play. A few twists on the rules that they use and all that. But yeah. The only odd thing with this is I have to jump off the back of the tractor. He doesn't climb over. But that's okay. There may be some scratchy things. See, I've got the old John Deere seeder there, which is really good because I don't have to cultivate to use it. It cultivates and fertilizes and seeds, so it's an excellent tool. And it only costs $6 It's in Mod Hub. Yeah, so, and I just love these hills in the background. They just remind me of my home where I am. I'm surrounded by farmland. Not a farmer myself, and know very little about farming, to be honest. But that's what I see, is trees and hills and farmland. So I just love this area that I've got. This is Westbridge Hills, by the way, from the Mod Hub map. Can't remember who made it. I'll try to put a note down the bottom to say who made that, but I'm sure you guys know where it is and who made it. It's on Mod Hub. Yeah, this is my little caravan. I come up here. Normally I have the seat up here, but every time I reload the game, this chair respawns down the bottom next to it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Like I say, bear with me because some of this is just trial and error. I haven't got the best setup. I'm a solo parent, so my budget's not really able to do anything. But I'll quickly show you the settings I'm using anyway. We're on hard economy difficulty. Seasonal growth on. I do 4 days a month just to simulate a week each, 4 weeks. I've turned snow off. I've turned field crop destruction off and periodic ploughing and field stones because I don't like dealing with those. But the weeds are on and normally I turn them off, so it should be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, these are just all my settings. And all AI workers are off, but I don't use AI workers. Not until I become an established farmer anyway. So, and maybe pay off my debt. And speaking of debt, I keep my debt just to simulate the, I guess, weekly costs of living, food and rent, water, whatever, the things you need. So yeah, this is my little farm. It's going to be an experiment, like I say, trial and error, so stick around. There's going to be plenty more. I'm looking at buying the land over that way. There's some sunflowers there at the moment. Did a fertilizing job for them, but it makes sense to buy that land to the right because it's right next to mine, and I can bring the field in this way because I can then build over that road, the little roadway over there. Yeah, so I hope you like it. Give this a like and a subscribe if you feel like you're gonna look forward to my content. Like I say, it's trial and error, so bear with me. So yeah, Sabbath Kiwi's the name, as I mentioned. I'm from New Zealand, so my times may be mixed up. You may not get it. But yeah, take care all.